Welcome back to Cryptogains for another video. I want to bring you another powerful video on AI, artificial intelligence, and a specific project which has recently become the #1 biggest AI crypto project in this entire space. Is it sounding interesting? Drop that like, give me a subscribe. I bought loads of this, and I'm telling you now, just like I told you in one of my last videos, when I buy crypto, I'm not just buying a coin, I am looking for a business, a company that I believe is going to do extremely well in the future. This is one of them. Let me break down some more info on this. I'm talking about a project that goes by the name of... It's loading. It's getting there. Wait a few more seconds. Well, what's wrong with my flipping computer? Taking so long. I think I got it here. Hold on. Render! The flipping thing took too long to load. Render is a GPU rendering project, and it all evolves around making things more faster, efficient when it comes to rendering. And they've now recently incorporated, as far as I'm aware, unless they've been touching on AI, it says here they're using AI in their technology, which is really going to advance this whole rendering, the whole GPU in, and I explain for people that are new for GPU and GPU, I call it GPU. You must have heard of NVIDIA, right? Some of you may have heard of NVIDIA. What is NVIDIA? What does it do? Well, this is a software company that makes processors for our computers. So when we play our favorite games, whether it's on the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox, they use NVIDIA chips, and this is what, or processors, and this is what helps us be able to play these awesome looking games, because it's making the power come from here, and it's all to do with GPU rendering. And as time goes on, it's becoming more advanced. So because of something like NVIDIA, we've got more companies looking into it. We've got decentralized projects looking into them. Render is a powerful, powerful project. This has been around for a long time, and you've got big brands that use Renders. Because before Render, the guy who founded Render had other softwares that was big in the game. You know, Otoy. Was it Octone as well? I can't remember. I have to look into that. But he's known in the space for making great software for big firms, big brands to use. And I'm talking big brands. I'm talking Netflix, Marvel, you know, the big names. They've been using the founder of this project here, they've been using his software in the past for many years to render their products, right? Or their videos or whatever it is, or movies and whatnot. So this is going to be, for me, a fantastic win in the future. And I just wanted to touch on GPU rendering, AI and everything else, because at some point, it may be very hard to distinguish what is reality versus artificial intelligence, right? Or the rendering, because as time goes on, rendering becomes more better, more powerful, more efficient, and then it's harder for us to distinguish what is real. And I believe, and you know, this old post, but you know, I saw this, we're just going to touch it real quick. Look, can Render become NVIDIA's chosen crypto as price correlation shows? Meaning that if NVIDIA wants to get into the crypto space, they might already look for a token that's already happening with the GPU side of things. And this could be massive for Render if NVIDIA turns around one day, no one knows yet, and says, you know what, let me just use the Render token. When people want to come onto NVIDIA and start buying stuff, let them pay with Render as well. We like what you're doing. You're doing a specific similar thing to what we're doing. You know, come over and just do that. This is a couple of months ago. Render Networks, Render token outperforms broader crypto market mirrors tech stocks as NVIDIA hits 1 trillion. So, you know, this seems to be moving alongside NVIDIA because they're very similar. And I really want to break down how powerful this is and how it really can change our lives. I brought up a couple of videos from NVIDIA talking about rendering and how things can change. Like, for example, your kids, they might see an entirely different type of toy, you know, because we've got toys. You play with your toys, you go in the cupboard and pick up your toys. Did you get that? You go in the cupboard and pick out your toys. It might change. You know, when I was a kid, I grew up playing with my Pokemon cards and I'm trying to think of it. The playing cards, you know, that's what we had as toys. You'd watch your telly, you had the big bulky back. That was the TV, you'd watch it, black and white sometimes. You're lucky if you got coloured, because when I was a kid, you had the Game Boy, it's a black and white Game Boy. I didn't have coloured Game, I couldn't afford it. I had the black and white Game Boy. It was actually black and green. You know, the screen wasn't white, it's green. It's black and green. Anyway, so as time went on, projects developed, got more better, we started to see more advanced GPU rendering, which is all the hot games that you see today, your Call of Duties and whatnots. Games got better, everything got better, movies got better. You know, Pixar came out with these new animations for like Toy Story and things like that. Touching on Toy Story, take a look at this. I'm going to show you what NVIDIA was saying in the keynote of 2023. This is powerful because you might start seeing a whole new thing in the future for your kids when it comes to playing on games or just having a new type of toy, something that animates in front of their eyes in the most realistic way you've never seen before. Check this out. Is it too loud? Check it out.
One API, this is the Run USD API. Of course, this should be the first API. What do you guys think? Pretty cute, huh? And so
imagine that.
Send to the cloud USD.
You'll see.
And what comes out of the cloud, what streams from the cloud onto your device in OpenXR or Reality Kit to your spatial computing device will be this incredibly beautifully rendered and, very importantly, interactive USD. So let's take a look at it.
Check this. I can picture kids using this and just being like, "Mommy, look at my Buzz Lightyear." Whole new level. This could change NFTs as well forever. My God. Look at that. Like, I feel like he's on the table. That's mad. And this all happens because of GPU rendering. Projects like Render, projects like NVIDIA, companies. That's what makes it possible. So, you know, I saw that and I thought, wow, let me just quickly show you some more stuff that I'm seeing over here, all to do with GPU rendering and how it's going to be hard to distinguish the future, or reality, sorry. So let's have a quick look, you know, because this rendering is adapting people's faces, you know, making cars look real, even our everyday lives like weather. You know, look at this. It's fantastic. Look at that. What's going to be real anymore when we start looking at things? And as time goes on, you've got to imagine this technology is going to grow, get bigger, get stronger, more powerful, more efficient, and everything else. Love this. And is that text to speech? You just talk about it and it does it. Look at this. Like, if I didn't know that this was GPU rendered, I would actually think that is a real that looks like a real warehouse. Look at that. I would think that that's a real warehouse. Like, you know, I'm about to see someone walk up like I'm looking at a camera. It's mad. Seriously changing the way we do things. So because of that, and it just shows different things. Because of that, I have to believe that Render has put itself in a powerful position. Like, seriously has. And, you know, it does similar things to what, you know, NVIDIA does. I've seen the team. I just touch it to you again. This guy, the founder, the CEO, what's his face? Let me find it. No, it's not here. Team. Oh no, who are these? Head operations. It's not on. Not showing his face. Okay. Well, the guy who founded Render is the same guy that founded, I think it's Octone, or is it Otoy? Let me just type Otoy. Otoy founder. Because it's Jules. This is him, Jules Urbach. It's seriously important. Really pay attention to what's going on here, because I really believe that he's going to bring something powerful for Render that's really going to open up this entire GPU rendering space, and we're going to start to see multi-realities, things that we couldn't even imagine. Like, I'm pretty sure that image alone is rendered. It looks like a flipping real room. So let me just touch on this. I want to show you the guy, this guy here, right? So founder, you know, people been using, I think it's Octone. I feel like I'm saying it's Otoy and Octone. I'm sure it's Octone. Anyway, let's just quickly touch back on Render. I feel like there's going to be a shift. There really is going to be a shift in AI, and you're going to see it when your eyes and your kids' eyes start to use it more. What do I mean? Well, you know, AR is a big thing. You do it with your phone, and you've got you're coming on your phone to touch these little filters on Snapchat. I don't know if it's got it on TikTok, but people use these AR filters. I've used them. You know, it makes your face look old, makes you look like young. You put the makeup on your face. That's all done through GPU rendering. Believe it or not, AR. Augmented reality is built through the GPUs that you're using. So what happens when you take away this slow server in one room or in a little warehouse, and then you just make it massive and unlimited amounts, all through using cloud GPU rendering in a decentralized way. This is where render comes into play, and this is where you start to open your world of imaginations, because we might start seeing things that we've never seen before. And if it's using artificial intelligence, AI, then I can only imagine the stuff that's going to happen for this in the future. So real quick, let me just touch on this for people that are new. The Rendering Network is the leading provider of decentralized GPU-based rendering solutions, revolutionizing the digital creation process. The network connects node operators looking to monetize their idle GPU compute power with artists looking to scale intensive 3D rendering work and applications to the cloud. I'm not going to read all that, but yeah, that's basically a little breakdown of what it is. I do want to touch on this because I'm sure when I looked at the website, this is a new website, I'm sure, because it didn't have anything AI. It says facilitating for AI rendering governance. Our foundation facilitates the governance process through a render network proposal, RNP. System. We are also responsible for helping set the strategic priorities of the network and issuing grants to support them. If you're looking to learn more about what Render does, we have this right here. It talks about rendering. It says, look at this. Where's it gone? Hold on. It just disappeared. What's it doing that for? We'd love to get you involved in the history of... No, I thought it was saying something on AI. Why did that disappear? You saw that, right? So, shown a few images and stuff rendered. I do feel like this is something to pay attention to, guys. Really, I really do. And it's up to you. Again, this is not financial advice, but when I invest, I look for companies that have already been established in this space. So again, like Otoy, this is heavily directed to or connected to Render because it's the same founder now, right? So, just Jules Urbach. You can come in here, Jules Urbach, founder, CEO, right, of this Otoy, which is massively being used. Look, click on Render real quick. Look, RNDR token straight on their website. Octane. That's it. I was saying Octone. Octane Render is the software that many big brands, companies, they use this stuff. They actually use this stuff. RTX hardware, right? And this is what's making us see these amazing animations and allowing people, developers and people that produce games and everything else to be able to do these beautiful games and videos and everything else, or film and whatever it is, right? So let me just touch on what he says on his website here for Render, RNDR. Because he's made it's making you log in. So because they're heavily connected, I feel like this is it really is gonna I think it's gonna perform extremely well. Look at this. What's that say? Layer 1 network expansion, RPN. I'm gonna have to look into that. Is it making its own layer 1? No. I'm gonna have to look into that. I don't know. Yeah, not confirm. Just just putting on there. So let's have a look at the roadmap. See what's coming for this, because I haven't touched on this new website. It looks like it's a new website. Roadmap. Let's have a little look. What are they planning to do? So create the roadmap. I'm sure which you've done. Number 2, publish foundation website, which is what you did in May. Okay, hiring staff. Publish update white paper. A new BME model. I don't know what BME stands for. I'm gonna have to look. Migrate from Discord. Okay, fine. Administer 2023 grant cohort. Okay. Implement BME model. What is this? Once approved, we will invite you to a longer proposal. I'll have to look at what this BME is. Grants. So I'm guessing if you're someone that's good with rendering or GPU rendering, or have something that you want to do with rendering, you could come over here and maybe get a grant. I don't know. Our foundation facilitates, get the word out, the governance process through the Render Network proposal system. I'm just saying, I'm just looking into it. Look, entirely up to you what you want to do. But I have to think about the future. And for me, I'm looking at AI, and this has AI in it. Is using it for GPU rendering, which is a massive deal. We might start seeing the new consoles that come out, all our favorite new movies being used by Render in the background, and you wouldn't even know it. You might start using apps on your phone. Your kids might start having fun with this whole, like I showed you with the Buzz Lightyear kind of thing, and everybody's using these new apps that's all GPU rendered, and it's on the back of Render token. If that happens, you will see the price move. So I did not want to miss out. I bought more of this. Patrons, you saw the buy alert. I thought it was a good buy. Right now, it's a 600 million market cap. I think we could probably see a minimum of 50x if it's tackling such an important part in our lives. The reason we're able to do a lot of the stuff on our computers nowadays is because of GPU rendering. And this is, really looking to take that spot. So it's like being able to invest in NVIDIA way before, imagine when NVIDIA was coming about. Imagine if NVIDIA wasn't out yet, but you heard about it and you was able to invest at the very start of NVIDIA. Would you have done so? Because you'd be a billionaire today if you did, because they have sold multiple products to many different types of companies and softwares, Microsoft, all of that stuff. So I see render like that. And I think at some point in the future, just like how NVIDIA's selling their GPUs, Render's going to sell their cloud GPU services, and it's just going to be massive. I really believe it. I can see it. There's a demand for decentralized cloud storage. One, because it's faster. 2, more efficient. 3, it's going to be cheaper. So yeah, I'm bullish on this, and I think it's going to disrupt that whole area. And I think other GPU and rendering servers and stuff like that, services, are going to come and take a look at render in the future. If this does a minimum 50x, which I believe it probably can do, because I was thinking like a £50 price, right? But maybe a bit more. Let's have a look. Times this by 50. This goes to a 31 billion market cap. I'm saying that this is going to take a big steal of a lot of the market that's already out there in GPU rendering and everything else. And I believe so because they've already got software that big companies, big brands are using. Check my last video on this whole octane rendering and everything else so you can understand, right? And then you'll understand this whole OTOI, the people behind it, projects that use this. Brands that use this. I'm clicking on showcase to quickly have a look. I think because of the brands that they've already got in place, like the Netflix people that use this and the Warners or the Marvels, they already use this software. I have to believe that they're going to come along again and just say, look, we've been using your software for a while. Let's just use your most updated software. Oh, it's decentralized. Cool. I'll check it out. Let's see how it goes kind of thing. What's video segments? And then I think that's what's going to happen. They're just going to adopt it naturally, and this is where you're going to see Render's price move. So it can easily, I believe, do that. Start bringing in this money. From their other products. 172 price. If it does a 50x, 1.72, what would it go to? Because that's all I need. Give me a 50x, and I'm happy with you, and I'll sit back and wait for that. £86 price. I think Render could hit an $86 price. Right? And when it does that, it'll be at a 31 billion market cap. And it is doable. Look at this. Look, circulating supply of 369. For this to be fully diluted, it goes to a 900 million market cap, just under $1 billion. It's not bad in tokenomics. It looks good. The max of 531 million. I've seen coins that have $1 billion in supply, max supply, reaching 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds. Right? I've seen it in the past. That's with 1 billion tokens in supply. This has half the supply, almost, near enough half. So it should be able to do double the prices. We'll see what happens. Yeah? I just wanted to share this with you. If you liked it, drop that like, give me a subscribe. Are you interested in Render? What's your thoughts on everything? I'm hyped for the future. I'm hyped to see what's going to come with GPU rendering. It's going to shape out our lives in the future in ways that we couldn't even imagine. And you're not even going to realize it. It's just going to happen naturally. Just like when you look at your phone and you see people using ARs and it's like, oh, they're using this AR software, but that's being generated through GPU rendering and everything else. Anyway. Become a patron. The link is in my info section. They see these videos first, which gives them an opportunity to get in first on these projects if they want to. That's not right. I'll type my fan page. Why not come up? Close down. I usually click the fan in there. Did you get that? I usually click the fan and it comes up my fan page. Show me flipping fans. I don't want to look at fans. I got 7 tiers. Take your pick. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier. This one here is my most popular tier. You can see it. It unlocks all my posts. You will see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking, when I'm rendering, when I'm looking at serious companies in this space, you best believe. All of that stuff right in here. Click it. The link is in my info section. If you can afford it, go for what other people are going for. I'm seeing new people come in. Let me find it. They're going for my next tier above. No, that ain't right. I gotta start writing properly. My super alerts, my CEO tier. It gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. Over there's big money in that space, and they know how to make money, sharing great projects all the time. You have the opportunity to get a quick edge on the market. Come in. Check it out. We're still good in this month as well. So, you know, come over. Again, link is in the info section if you can afford it, you know, and then you can get that quick edge on the market. A lot of people are buying things over there before I buy it, because when it gets shared in my VIP Telegram group, I'm sitting there looking, deciding. They've already bought. And then a few days later, I'm like, actually, I'll buy that as well. And then I'm going over there doing the buy alert. And then people are buying over here, you know. So quick edge. Talk to me direct over. Anyway, thank you for watching. And I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.